everybody, Steph Hodge with BoardGameGeek here, and joining me today is Thor from Zoc, and we get to look at Kurz vor Knapp. Knapp. How you doing, Thor?
Yes, exactly. Oh, I'm doing fine. How are you?
Doing great, thank you. I'm very excited to hear more about Kurz von Knapp. Vor. I'll get it right. I'll get it right. I think by the end. I'll get it right by the end.
Yes.
Tell me all about it.
So, Kurz vor Knapp, as we Germans would like to pronounce it, is basically a measuring game. You have to measure the distance between the red cylinders, and you are not allowed to use your hands. You're not allowed to use a ruler, nothing at all, just your eyesight. And basically place the sticks down, and your ultimate goal is to get rid of your red cylinders by placing them on the playing field. So we set up the game with the red cord and put the cylinders in the middle. And each player, if we play with 4 people, would get 11 of the red cylinders. And we place 10 inside the red circle.
Yeah, it looks like 9 are in the middle, but that's probably okay.
And I could
put
one more in. All right, so the sticks are on the outside. They can be in any random order. And they are in a spiral from, so basically outwards to the center. And now every player would choose one of their red cylinders and place it inside. If you could do this for us, that would be great. Anywhere is possible. It's important, however, that we have a distance of at least 1 diameter of the cylinders between each and every one of them. All right. So now the first player would start and would take a look at the most outward stick. Don't touch it yet. Don't, no, on the left. The one, yes, exactly. Don't pick it up. Just take a guess where you would put it on the cylinders. And you want to connect 2 cylinders so that the end of the sticks are on top of the cylinders in a way I can show you right here, like this.
Yes.
Anywhere is fine, but they are not allowed to go across. So only with the ends on the area.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Right, I can see that. That's pretty good. Now you are allowed to use one of your cylinders and place it on top of the stick, anywhere. All right.
Oh.
Now underneath the stick, there is one overlapping red cylinder. We take that out and place it somewhere else. Okay. So now it's the next player's turn to pick or to look at the playing field, point out 2 cylinders and say, okay, I want to place the stick here.
Can you use the same cylinder?
Yes, there's 2 sticks per cylinder allowed. And if it's not really matching, or if you want to get a little bit more space on one of the cylinders, you are actually allowed to poke with the stick that you are using, but only with one stick and nothing else. Don't use your hands, only a little bit of poking allowed. So now place another cylinder on the new stick. All right, so now we get different levels, and we basically try to play upwards, because if we get on the second level of sticks, we would be allowed to place 2 cylinders. And remember, we want to get rid of all of our cylinders.
Oh, yeah. And
Okay.
you
Now
can't place the stick underneath another stick, can you?
No. So well, basically later in the game, if you have like a bridge, you might be able to, but at this moment, you're not allowed to, because we only have one level. All right. So if we hold on now, just 1 second. Now, if the next player says, okay, I want to place the next stick on 2 cylinders in the bottom level, but another player says, hold on, I think I might be able to place the stick on a higher level, then that player gets to steal the turn, use the stick, try out if it fits. And if it does fit, you are allowed to place 2 cylinders, one on the newest stick and one on the level below. This way, you get rid of 2 cylinders at once. And so it continues on. However, if it didn't fit, the player whose turn you stole actually gets to give 1 cylinder to you as a penalty. Because they got 1 turn stolen, there's a penalty for it, and so they're not at a loss of turns.
So what happens if you pick up a stick and you didn't pick out the right cylinders? I think this one is close, but what if it was just a little too big?
Yep.
All right. So now you just don't get to move. You don't get to put them there, and it's the next player's turn. So you don't have a chance of getting rid of one of your red cylinders.
When you're deciding to do a stick, you can choose. Can you choose any stick?
No, it's always going from the outside of the spiral inwards. And
so,
they could be in a random order if you...
Sure. Let's see if this will go this way here.
So what if there is no feasible...
This move would not be allowed because now it's 3 sticks on 1 cylinder.
Ah, there we go, boo. That's why you can't do 3 sticks.
Hold on 1 second. The pieces that are not correct, so the stick that fell down, just move it out of the game.
And continue.
And the cylinders that are on their side, remove them also.
Okay.
And take 1 red cylinder from the bottom level as a penalty if you destroyed the structure. But the game continues from there.
Right.
Even with some sticks that are...
Yeah, that's cool, though.
Yeah. No, I just want to make sure that that's...
It's not going to work. Well, I guess it does work. Just pull that out. Okay.
Yes, exactly. And now you would, the next player, now that you moved it there, you would put a red cylinder on top, and so you continue.
Yipes, I don't think this is going to work. Let's see. It's barely on there. Oof. Okay.
That's dangerous.
It surely is. You want to give
It's dangerous, and a lot of times now you were really good in guessing the correct lengths, but sometimes it's quite difficult to actually choose the right cylinders to place the sticks on.
Oh.
Yes,
okay.
Perfect. And so the game continues. If you build a second level, you get to get rid of 2 red cylinders. You get to place them. Third level, also 2 cylinders. And if you can even reach the 4th level, you get to place 3 cylinders on the 4th level, 1 on the 3rd level, and on the 2nd level, if you can do so.
So if I think, if it's Lincoln's turn and I thought I could play on a higher level, I just say, hey, I got this, and then it's my turn, or?
Exactly. You say, I got this, I want to try this. You point out the 2 cylinders, say, this is where they're going. If you are correct, you get rewarded, you get rid of more cylinders. But if you're wrong, you get the penalty, and Lincoln would give you some of his cylinders that have the same value basically as his turn would have been. So if he says,
Can't do that anyway.
I'm on the second level, and you go, well, I would go on the third level, but you're wrong. And he would have been able to get rid of 2 cylinders. He gives you 2 of his cylinders. So there's 2 ways to get rid of them, either by placing them on the playing field, basically, or having playing colleagues that have a little bit too much of a sense for risk.
It's a little too long.
Still pretty good at making it work. So
close.
if some of the sticks are a little off because they fallen or something, but it's still sturdy enough, can you use the red tokens on a like slanted one, or is that they're just kind of in the way now?
Then they're in the way. So it's only the ones that basically remain in the structure that they would have been.
I see.
Yeah, you run out of places to do stuff. Oh, I see that one.
I
fell
see
down
that.
there too.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I didn't even see it over there. Oh, goodness. Maybe this one? Yep. Ah, I knocked something down.
So when you say if you put it on the third level, you get to get rid of 3 discs.
On the third
do
level?
they all go
2?
2?
Oh, that's
And
right.
4th
3.
level, 3.
That's right. That's awesome.
And so do they go onto the same stick, or do they go on whatever level you would like?
The first one goes on the top stick, so the highest level, then 1 level lower, and then 1 level lower. So it's
every
always
time you build up, like
a
you
maximum
can
of-
like cascade
Sure.
placement
Yes.
of these little red cubes. So hopefully that will
Exactly.
make it easier for you to place more.
Yeah, but the problem is like giving yourself some room to like put, because the future is that the sticks will get closer together, the shorter, so you would be able to do more. But good luck.
Well,
It's hard.
it depends. It depends on how you place the sticks in the spiral, because you can do a random order if you like. So you could have
Okay.
So you
the
don't-
shortest one in the very beginning and the longest one at the very end, for example, or you can just go absolutely random, whichever way you like.
That one fell down. I'm going to put it up just for the sake of putting stuff on here.
Now that would not be allowed because
Sure.
there's
'Cause it fell
3
down.
sticks on the cylinder.
Oh, that was the one that was? Okay. I can't see on that side of the table. That's terrible.
Yeah.
I'm only making it a mess now. I had this so barely on there. There we go. It's completely gone. It was too delicate. I had these
it
just
happens.
touching on there, so it was probably not quite enough.
There's a
Yes.
nice comment in the chat saying Zoc always makes neat family targeted games, and I would have to agree with that. I love, a lot of the titles that you guys come up with, and I've had so much fun with
that's-
some of your dexterity games.
That's the goal because we are in a family business. Gaming is a family activity, and so we want to create games that are for every family member, so from kids to adults, but for everyone to enjoy. So it's challenging for the kids, sometimes even challenging for the adults, but always the playing fun is our, let's say, biggest concern. We just want people to have a good time.
Oh yeah, and you guys make some, as I said, some really great dexterity games. My favorite dexterity of all time is from Zoc, actually, which is Riff Raff. So that one I always love to play. It's like a cool little boat thing that you got going on. So anytime you guys come up with like a cool dexterity game, I'm always like, I'm in. I want to play it. I want to see what's going on. And this one definitely has that like puzzly aspect. And so while it's not a typical dexterity, it kind of is, because you're visually placing it in your mind, and then you actually have to place it. So you don't want to, be like Lincoln and make it all fall down.
Nope, you don't want to do that.
So yeah, it's really cool. And so tell everybody how can somebody get this game?
This game is so we sell it on our online shop, in Germany and for Europe. And for the US, of course, you are across the Atlantic. It depends on our export partner when they would have it available. Of course, that's something that I can't control, but we are hoping to also get it across the big pond and have people playing it worldwide. Because it's a nice game. It's German made. It's except for the court, it's all wooden parts, and so long lasting.
How many people does it
playing
play?
fun.
Is it play 1 to 5 or is it 1 to 4? I can't really tell with all those tokens.
2 to 4.
2 to
Yes.
4. Gotcha. Yeah. So it seems like it probably wouldn't play. It wouldn't take very long to play. Probably what, 30 minutes?
About
me do
that.
it.
Yeah.
Well, we saw like it play like the whole game.
Wrecking it.
Wrecking it. Excellent,
Yeah, this is
excellent.
really
Is there anything else about Kurz vor Knapp that you would like to mention?
Well, I think most of it is already mentioned. The best part about it is it's a lot of fun. While it can sometimes be really challenging, but I guess that's the point of the game. It's a little bit different because you're not allowed to measure anything. It's just your eyesight, measuring power, and also a little bit of risk taking with betting and stealing of turns, if you like.
Absolutely, absolutely. I love that. Well, I know we have one more to show off, so we're gonna cut right now. But thank you very much, Thor, for showing us Kurz vor Knapp, and we'll be right back.